Yay, it'll be my first job ever. I'm excited and kind of nervous at the same time. I have a quick question. When you were in the US, did you have a job? I didn't have, I guess my job was violin, so I guess that's all I practiced, so I didn't really have an official job, I think. It was mostly just music and focusing on that. But I have a job now. I'm an idol, which is both kind of a job, career slash fun slash party time. So, yes. But yeah, unfortunately, I can't really give any job advice. But I will say this. Be friendly on your first day, and all your coworkers will love you. But don't be overly friendly. No need to bring in a cake. Cupcakes will do. Ha 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 ha. Sorry for the bad jokes. But good luck and super congratulations on that job. That's super awesome. And I hope you have a super fun day. Alright, so we're going to check out two songs as we continue on. Starting with a song Kirina of Thailand requested Give It To You by Glam. And Unita of Indonesia wants to hear Papocharam by 2AM. Continuing on with the great music, we're going to check out two more songs. Starting with 바람이나 좀 쐬 by Gary featuring Miwoo. Followed with the song that Mylene of the USA requested, Kama by Loco featuring Crush. Right after a short break, we'll continue on with Scribble into the second hour. We'll come back with the second hour after checking out the song Darcy of the USA wants to hear, Chandelier by Sia. You're listening to Music Access with me, Benji of B.I.G. And our first song starting off the second hour of our show for Sunday, October 25th was 1517 by The Whitest Boy Alive. That's an interesting song title and an interesting artist name. Now here's how you can listen and participate on Music Access. You can download the Arirang Radio or TuneIn Radio app on your smartphone, and you can also send us messages through the app using the comment function. You can also listen to us by visiting our website, www.arirangradio.com/musicaccess, and leave your messages there on our message board. Another way you can tune in is through terrestrial DMB, but this is only available for our listeners living on Jeju Island. The frequencies are 88.7 for Jeju City, 88.1 for Seogwipo, and 101.9 for Daejeong. Now we're going to check out two songs before we continue on, starting with Ring by Laura Isabor, followed with Woo by Anthony Hamilton. We just heard Ring by Laura Isabor, followed with Woo by Anthony Hamilton. You're listening to the second hour of Music Access for Sunday. And again, just to go over this, we saw some changes on Music Access this week, didn't we? So our brand new corner, Me You, began. And it's all about your guys' stories in terms of life and anything you want to tell us. So go ahead and write Me You on your title to share with us. More information on that on our message board. And of course, we have Yuki on our Friday corner now, so send her lots of love. And, of course, we have more changes coming in store, so stay tuned. Of course, like we went over in our first hour, our Saturday, Sunday corners remain the same. Our Saturday corner might text and message about your messages. It's the same, doesn't change. Remember, it can be a message from your SNS, email, and messages and comments from our MA message board, or even letters or small notes that you may have passed with your friends in class. You know, anything that you guys want to talk about your friends, families, teachers, boyfriends or girlfriends or coworkers. You know, the things you talk about in your daily lives other than the stuff you post up on our message board. Share with us by writing my text on your title when you send in your message. Meanwhile, our Sunday corner scribble, what we're doing right now is just like using Music Access as a big notepad. Jot down your ideas, thoughts, and what's been on your mind without thinking too much, and you can send them in to us here so we can all share. Now, let's go to our next message, which comes from Nia Boo from the USA, saying, Oh, Benji, MMWV with Jane and Xian was so much fun. I laughed when you said you didn't date. Are you for real? Well, if you aren't, that's okay. We still love you, Benji. If you are, then join the club. Haha, I'm 21 years old and I've never had a serious boyfriend. I always listen to other people's love trouble, but once my friend said, What do you know? You've never had a boyfriend. Honestly, I do feel left out sometimes, but I also would rather have a real relationship rather than just date to date. It's nice to find someone to spend your time with, but it's unhealthy to think that you need someone else to make your life better. When I was younger, I really wanted to find the right guy and have a beautiful relationship, but looking back, I'm glad that it didn't work out because that probably wouldn't have made me happy. Right now, I've chosen to focus on my dreams, and it's easier to do that without a boyfriend because I want to travel the world. What did you think about dating when you were younger compared to now? Well, when I was younger, I really wanted to have a girlfriend. I think everyone thinks that when you're young, you're like, I want to have a girlfriend or a boyfriend. I want to hold hands with someone and all that stuff. And that doesn't apply. I'm not saying that doesn't apply now because honestly, I'm just too busy with my work to really focus on anything else. Even if the opportunity presented itself to me, I don't think I'd have any time, to do it. I mean, when would I find the time? I'm working all day, and then, weekends I don't really get a break. So even if I could find someone, I doubt they'd be able to handle my busy schedule. So yeah, that's that. And then when it comes to, those kind of romantic thoughts, I think when you're younger, we always fantasize about these relationships. But then as we get older, we start thinking about it in terms of reality. I don't have time to do this. I don't have time to do that. And then it kind of gets up to you and you're just like, I just realized I don't have time to do anything. And then you kind of, just like, oh. So, I understand that you want to focus on work, and I think that's a good attitude. And for those of you who are currently, in a relationship, whether it's serious or, just getting to know each other relationship, hopefully you guys can keep the love going, definitely enjoy a relationship and make the most out of it, supporting both yourself and your partner. And, yeah, I'm jealous. All right, so we're going to check out two songs as we continue on, starting with 우아하게 by Twice, followed with Coffee by Yoo Jae-hwan and Kim Ye-rim, produced by G Park. We just heard 우아하게 by Twice, followed by Coffee by Yoo Jae-hwan and Kim Ye-rim. It's interesting, usually when they put the parentheses for the featured artist, they say featuring, but in this song it says produced by G Park, Bang Myung-soo. G Park, gorgeous Park, woo! I should put G Benji, Gangsta Benji. Alright, so our next message comes from Emmy from the USA saying, can you recommend a flavor for bubble tea? I work at a bubble tea cafe and was wondering what most people would like to enjoy compared to people from South Korea. In other words, your favorites if you have any. If you haven't, oh my goodness, you must try it all. I would recommend my cafe, but I'm still new there and still in the process of learning. But I'd love to share my bubble tea with you and everyone who loves to drink bubble tea. I think when it comes to bubble tea, I used to get, red bean. There was the taro flavor. I don't know what people drink in Korea because I don't really drink a lot of bubble tea because it's not like, I don't know how to explain it, but there's not like a lot of places around my area that I normally have to go to that has bubble tea. But I like the, there's a place that rhymes with Mongcha in Korea. And I just get the kind of black tea, I think. I think it's called black tea with, pearls in it or something. But, actually recommend me some flavors because I don't know a lot about bubble tea. It's still, for me, they call it boba, apparently, in the States. And, it's still something new in terms of an experience for me. I need to get on that. So I'm actually not really 100% sure what people in Korea like. I know that they drink red bean as well. I think that's a flavor here that they have. But recommend me some flavors, Emmy, so I can go and try some out. And then recommend me to your cafe. So I'll go there and get some bubble tea. Alright, so let us continue on with two more songs. Starting with the song 이럴 거면 그러지 말지 by 백아연 featuring Young K, followed with 집으로 가는 길 by B2B. We just heard 이럴 거면 그러지 말지 by 백아연, followed with 집으로 가는 길 by B2B. And continuing on with our Scribble Corner, we still have questions coming in for our messages. So we have Leah from France saying, Benji Oppa, I want to ask you a question about your BIG members. You guys aren't promoting these days, so I bet you don't even have to wake up early, right? Yeah, that's not true. So, who's a member that still wakes up early even though no one wakes him up? And which member of the group seems to have the most trouble getting up or getting ready in the morning? Alright, so people actually, no, it depends. I have to wake up early because I have stuff to do, and some people wake up early. I know our member Kunmin is currently exercising actually, so he has to wake up at like 7 a.m. to work out, and he actually does wake up at 7 a.m. and goes to sleep early because he has to, build up that body. You know what I'm saying? Besides that, Which member wakes up early even though no one wakes them up? Nobody. Everyone in BIG loves sleep, and I feel like there's not a single person in our group that just kind of wakes up early. Although, lately, I've been waking up at around, if I have to wake up at like 7, I end up waking up at like 6:30, and I feel great. Like, I feel like, oh man, I slept really well. Then I go back to sleep because I still have time left, and I wake up at like 7:05, and I feel horrible. Because I don't know why, but that 30 minutes of extra sleep actually does not help whatsoever. But at the same time, it feels like such a waste to wake up early. I don't know. So I guess you ask which member of the group seems to have the most trouble getting up or getting ready in the morning, most trouble getting up is probably me, just because I like my bed too much. Getting ready, it doesn't take me that much time, just because, shower, do all that stuff, put on clothes, get out. But who takes the longest? I feel like in terms of time-wise, because it's roomed as me and Minpyo, so me and Kung Minpyo are together, and then Hido, Gunmin, and Jaehoon, they share a room together, but that room takes the longest to get ready. But then again, I think that room looks the best when they go out in the morning, because me and Minpyo, we don't really pay a lot of attention to, what's going on around us. We just kind of, dress however and put on hats and stuff. So, I guess Jaehoon or Gunmin, maybe Hido, I don't know, because they style themselves when they go out sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. Yes, so for those of you who are interested in BIG, those are the members. And for those of you who have no idea who BIG is, go ahead and look us up. It's my idol group. Woo! Alright, so we're going to continue on with some more great music with the song 10월의 날씨, October Weather by 10cm, followed with 너를 잊을 수 있을까 by Acoustic Collab. We just heard 10월의 날씨 by 10cm, followed by 너를 잊을 수 있을까 by Acoustic Collab. And our next message comes from Kaylee from France asking, Bonjour Benji, which costume do you want to wear for Halloween? If you could dress up as a couple this Halloween, which couple would you want to dress up as? If I could dress up in costume, one of the costumes that I think I'd want to dress up as is something to do with hip-hop or an anime character. But there's not a specific anime character that I can really think of off the top of my head, except Pikachu! Although I don't think I'd want to be Pikachu, because Pikachu is very, he's always there. So I think something, I'll have to think about it. If I could dress as a couple, so assuming that this means I have someone to dress up with, I guess, I would pick Hido, and we would be Chris Brown and Taiga. Or, I would pick Gunmin, and we could be Troublemaker. I would be Chang Hyun-sung and Gunmin would be Hyuna. That might be a good collab. Or I could do it with Jaehoon, and he would be... I don't know. Oh, I could pick Jaehoon and Minpyo, and we could be the Nasty. I'd be Kevin. And anyways, alright. But yeah, I haven't thought about costumes yet, but we should figure it out. Alright, so we're going to check out 2 more songs as we continue on, starting with For the Night by Music Soul Child featuring Aries, followed with Nothing But a Miracle by Diane Birch. And it's time to say goodbye. Our last song for today is Thug's Mansion by Tupac. This was Benji of B.I.G. And as always, I'll be back.